What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Disables TV coming back at you live.
Boys plural.
So we're switching up the game a little bit, testing out this new DLC that came out today, earlier this morning, and we're gonna get straight to it. See if it's good, see if it's ass. I don't know, but I really enjoyed this game. You see me max level, Cross Wilder. This is my personal account, OTS Viper, but Disables TV, we're gonna be using that account for the other games. But since I max level, yeah, we might as well just use my account. But furthermore, let's get straight to it.
Now some background on this game. He's obviously max level. I've yet to touch it at all. But we're both very big Borderlands fans. However, he doesn't know anything about this DLC, and I've read up a lot on it. But he's gonna see how it is real quick.
Yeah.
I haven't given him any spoilers or anything. We're gonna see his first-hand impressions with the DLC, and my first-hand impressions watching gameplay for the first time.
Alright, so y'all heard that. Alright. Straight.
Find out where to go again.
That's a fact.
It's a.
But I think I reversed right
next to
here.
the big soda can.
That was right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy.
Hey. But did you guys think my character has drip?
I don't, but he doesn't. He looks like a toad.
I feel like he has
He
drip.
looks like a toad with some kind of hair problems.
Like, look at this. Like, look at him. Like, he look
All right,
like
now from this angle, he looks better. But his hair is still kind of beat. His hair is still beat. Like, if it was all pink, I'd feel that. Instead, it looks like he got some growths on him or something. He grown fungus on his head.
I tried to make it all pink, but
That's as far as you go.
yeah.
Should have kept it black. I'll be honest with you.
But y'all see, I got some legendary drip.
Ooh, you got a fucking rare though. That's right. All right, now I haven't played Borderlands. What is that sword to your left in the 5th slot?
Well,
Like-
this is basically your melee weapon.
Ah, I see.
Yep, so they have legendary melee weapons, different tier of melee weapons, but this is probably one of the best ones for my character.
Now I don't believe any Borderlands before this had a melee slot. This is the first one?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's gear too. I know, like, there's the shield, the relic,
Mm-hmm.
then there's the grenade mod and the class mod, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What are these 2 rings?
So basically, these rings is basically another buff, honestly. So this is a gun damage buff, and then this is another gun damage
So
buff.
basically the same as a relic, but just in ring form.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright. This looks cool, I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen the mushroom companions. Do those kind of replace the claptraps? Like, are there claptraps here, or is it just straight mushroom companions?
That fortune teller looks
there's
awfully
both.
demonic,
Yeah,
which is
there's
both
both.
unfortunate and telling, if you ask me.
Oh, they're armed prisoners.
Where's my mushroom carrier?
I guess.
Is he your special one? Like, you can customize him? Like?
Yeah,
Oh,
well, he's
way
basically
to
the same color as me, it's the same theme.
Is he supposed to have a tail? Like,
I
is that
didn't think it would
like a
hurt
missing tail?
until you said that.
I think it's his butt.
No. Why would it be above
I
the
can tell you're an expert world hopper.
It doesn't.
Far
No.
beyond Bright Hope. And now you're here, in
Like
the
a-
land of
Where
imagination.
Vegeta's tail got cut off.
So, what would you imagine a person like me to say? Ah!
Now,
your
would you
aura
like to turn up
is
the
radiant.
voice audio?
It's top notch, I
quite
won't lie. But I see
up
a
to you.
great cloud
Yeah.
hovering over
On game.
you.
Her
Oh,
voice,
does the
like
cloud
in-game voice audio, not
Let's
us.
see. Turn her voice a little bit.
Sounds.
Max
Oh,
out.
that's max.
Oh, you just whispered.
Change that on speaker setting. And it.
Wrong thing. Wrong.
You can change the small speaker setting to headphones, maybe. Headphones an option? I would hope. Roll. Yeah,
There we go.
Money? Because I'd like to see that.
It's skepticism. A cloud of skepticism. You doubt my
You know
ability
Vesper?
to read your
Be a
fate.
character you've met?
As you should. Those who make fate
Nah.
aren't captive to its whims
never
like
met
the
her
rest of
yet.
us. Now,
Connection laws.
fortune I have for
Not that
you,
that matters.
I know you like. I see a great partnership in your future. If that's the fate you choose to
Oh,
make.
lag.
Oh.
What kind
Yeah,
of
oh, sorry.
partnership? Money
Oh,
talks, and fortunes tell.
The only
Sorry
limit
about
to
that
your
little lag.
fortune is your imagination. Or
We'll
your
be
bank
alright.
maximum.
You've
or
seen
your
how our
stomach for killing the
6
dreams
through
of
11
souls.
video
Pays
turned out.
fabulously.
What is this?
Head.
Look into a mirror
Not even
and
there.
say
Is
yes to what
in the
you
wheel?
see.
I'm guessing, looking
You've
at it.
come this far of your own
I don't know
free
where
will.
the arrow is that'll tell you what you want, and I assume it's the top.
Alright. Let's offer some
What
souls.
a brilliant soul you have.
I'll have you know, flattery works. Do it again and see.
Oh, word.
Though yours is
That shit
enviable,
trash.
I was
I
admiring
remember
the
real
lost
quick.
souls
I
you
played Borderlands in
collected.
like 2 years, right?
Place
I
them
mean,
as
I'll
an
take
offering
it,
in
but
my
that's
wheel
just
of
not
fate.
trash compared to
Alright,
mine.
purple, right?
See what
So good.
fortune is in stock. I mean,
Wild
in
gorillas
store.
be punching orangutans, right?
Hmm?
That's white, then green, then blue, then purple, then orange.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I don't know where you're going. Looks
no,
like you don't either.
There's no waypoint.
There's no indicator or anything?
Nope.
You talk to your mushroom, will he tell you?
No.
Oh, her. Oh, yes.
Nope.
Oh,
Hold
maybe.
on. I'm close. There's no waypoint. Nope. Alright.
Alright. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna figure this out. Shout out to her, the fuck that is. I know it's not back that way. Try spinning the wheel again.
I have no more souls.
He needs salt.
Yeah.
Holes in the box. Oh,
It's customized.
I have not touched this game. I will be no help to you. You're going off of ancient knowledge.
Bro, is it glitched?
I doubt it. Took us a while to find the DLC. It's probably just a little hidden. He's just kind of turning it back to you when you don't matter.
Try going up that.
Yeah. Maybe in here.
Nope.
Come on, not. That's not me. I do not know where you are or where you're going. What is this?
I see that watery wall
Play this
of
content, you need to purchase
imagination
it.
is caught in
Is
your
it because you got kicked offline?
It's probably
That's
the
a
reason.
Alright.
Alright guys, I'm sorry for this technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on, but let's get straight to it. Have me going around the whole world for this DLC. Alright.
Except.
No way.
I
I was about to say.
The mirror you've stepped into is unlike any other. Its glass doesn't reflect how you look. It shows you who you are. As we gaze into the unknown, we see the familiar, coiled, fishing for their perfect catch. A bigger fish than their friends. A prize to make all their struggle worthwhile. And as they waited, they realized they didn't even like fish. It was slimy,
Damn.
scaly, and it smelled like, well, family. So they
I like
set out
seafood.
in search of better
Not
prey.
I.
And almost by accident, they stumbled
Comment
across a
below what's your favorite
beast
seafood spot.
beyond their wildest
Or don't, because we'll pull up with an entourage.
Y'all know that's
For most, these frigid mountains are home.
Does.
Alright guys, I was informed to turn on subtitles.
In case people want to hear what they're actually saying. And our dumbasses are talking over it. It should be accessibility, I hope. It's not an audio. Scroll down. Yep,
There we go.
Just in case they want to hear
To
what the game's
mythic
saying without our
monsters
dumbasses talking over
beyond
it.
all
Oh.
imagining. But not for you. You've seen it all. The threads
Alright,
of your
guys,
fate
you all
are
gonna see me
always
take this
stretching
L.
across what looms. drawing
I'm
fire
gonna drop everybody off
sanctums
for you
of
guys.
gods, outwitting the ancients. You still be awed by the sight of a great behemoth hounded by gods.
Seems like pretty well tread territory, doesn't it?
All I do is breathe everybody.
Then,
So
it is
they
as I
have weapons and stuff?
They
predicted.
do
I
not.
see no surprises.
They have this
And fins, do at least.
this new thing called black magic.
Which does what?
And solve that
steal
puzzling
health.
contraption.
Steal health.
Yup,
Is there life steal? Like, is there life steal weapon effect?
yup. Like vampires.
You don't have that?
I do, but not on me. That's mostly for that build, Graveborn.
see.
Yeah.
So you could use it on anything, right?
Yeah. You don't die, bro?
Have you played Doom Eternal?
Nope.
I'm assuming the answer is these look a lot like Doom Eternal.
Okay, what's happening? What's happening?
There are Doom Eternal enemies called Whiplash. These look a lot like them.
No? Do you have any
They're a little
idea who
slithery
I
thing, and
think
they
I
love
am?
to slap you with their tail. Oh, really old god.
Break the seal. Where the seals at?
Like that? That big circle above the door? Above the door?
Right.
Big circle, right? Shoot that?
Oh. Bro. What seals they chatting about?
Look around.
Oh, okay. I see it.
I don't.
I believe I see it. Where? Oh.
This is fire. Blue fire, which is pretty cool. I don't think that's the seal.
Must be in here. It has to be.
Possible. That red glowing thing.
Yep.
That red glowing thing. All three red glowing.
What an industrious mind you have.
Somebody doing it.
Pretty sure you need to set it in a certain spot. And assume. Shoot it again up top. That seemed to work because now it's not hollowed out anymore.
Okay, so I guess everybody's sharks. Yo. No.
Left side shark. No, that is shark. It's lined up with the.
Oh, okay,
yellow
okay,
light.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But this should be a shark too, because I see the other two. Not sharks.
Alright, bet. We're all good in business.
Seal has been broken. See how it goes.
I'm about. Oh! He is nice.
Unless I'm mistaken, he's kind of rocking.
He is, but you know what?
And that's how it's done.
Your life. Man.
Saved by a mushroom. The conclave
He
will
didn't
never
do
let me
anything.
live this down.
How do you say it?
Your creativity
kinda sat there.
flows.
Oh. Alright, so with this game so far, you've beaten the game, right?
What lies
You've
beyond
gotten every
those
achievement.
gates is
I have not.
All
So I did all
fishy
the whole
characters.
world totems.
saving the world.
Yeah, so I got all the buffs.
All the free roam stuff.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Now, so far, have you played Those of the Borderlands Telltale games?
I have not.
You could play that. The Borderlands games that you have played, Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, 3 sequel, 4, and now Wonderlands. Where do you rank Wonderlands now?
Ooh. I'll still say Borderlands 2 got it.
You got Borderlands 2 first.
Yep.
How about second?
Second, I'll say Tiny.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands?
Yeah.
It's above Borderlands 1.
Yeah, definitely,
Yep.
definitely. And
Alright.
then Borderlands 1, then 3,
And then pre-sequel.
then Pre-Sequel. Yup.
Pre-sequel. Constant disappointment. I
Yup.
won't call it that. I know that I don't like it. But I can't objectively call it terrible.
Bro, every time when I played the pre-sequel, I fall asleep.
Oh, I fell asleep.
Dream
But
of
I
a
mean, that's just
past
because
that
it
would
doesn't hit my marks. Doesn't mean it's bad.
Yes.
Now, I'll be honest with you, and this might be a crazy thing, because we played Borderlands 2, 3, 1, and even pre-sequel a lot together. In my opinion, Tales from the Borderlands, which is not an FPS game, is easily top 2. I would have that either right behind or tied with Borderlands 2. And that is not at all a shooting game. That is a wholly narrative-driven game. Which is why I would love to get it. Because they just announced the sequel today.
Oh, word?
That's why. As far as my mind. I'm a little nervous because Gearbox, who wrote Borderlands 3, is writing a story for that game. Very narrative game.
That went about as I expected.
What did you think? Because we both know the Borderlands 3 story was pretty disjointed and not near as good as the ones before it. What did you think of the Tiny Tina Wonderland storyline and the character arcs? How everyone was written.
So, you're pretty much trying to say like basically like the campaign.
If you like the story,
Okay.
or like how if it made sense, you know what? Because Borderlands 3, there was like 5 or 6 points where I didn't really understand what was going on, and I followed it very close. I was still confused. Do you have any points like that in this story? Like this is very clearly this is.
To be
I haven't
honest,
played the game, but this is a game that Tiny Tina herself is playing, right?
yeah, and her two friends.
In her friend. So I would assume that it's pretty nonsensical,
Yeah,
but I would hope it's still pretty easy to follow.
yeah, definitely. It's pretty easy to follow. But you gotta remember, it goes like the story. You don't know what's happening in the story.
Yeah.
It makes up while you play it. Yeah, exactly.
It's just
Time for a
this is based off Dungeons and Dragons heavily. Dungeons and Dragons is based heavily off of whoever the dungeon master / campaign runner is, and that's Tiny Tina, which means it's gonna be pretty tough regardless. You won't know what's going on.
Exactly.
She's not a mentally healthy person.
Exactly.
Anything can happen at any time, and I couldn't really blame it. I couldn't really fault it for that. Like, we both played the Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep DLC in Borderlands 2.
Of course.
And some of the stuff that happened didn't make sense.
That's true.
But coming from the mind of a mentally ill, sort of grieving 12-year-old, it makes sense for that stuff to happen.
Of course.
I just want to make sure. I wanted to see if this one was on the level of it doesn't make sense, but in context.
Yeah.
Or from the level of Borderlands 3, where
No.
nothing that just happened made sense really.
No. It was not like that.
Okay.
That's not like that. It made sense throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
It just had. I just knew, like when I was playing it, they had fun. They had fun making this
Gearbox,
game.
even in Borderlands 3, where I didn't really understand it half the time, I still very much enjoyed the game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. It was pretty cool. Yeah, the whole campaign. But I just wanted, like, since they made Tiny Tina, right? I wonder if Torque was gonna do that. I feel like that would be fun.
His name's Captain Torg, right?
Huh?
Is it Captain Torg? What is Mr. Torg? That's
Mr.
what it
Torg,
is.
yes.
I love Mr. Torg. He was,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the second best DLC. Maybe the first. Maybe the best.
For me, they both was tied.
They had.
It was tied.
It was Mr. Torg easily at first, and then Tiny Tina.
It came out, yeah.
It
just-
instantly matched it.
Like, everybody stopped thinking about Torg once Tiny Tina came out. That's the thing.
That's true, but that's always gonna happen with the newer game.
Yeah, exactly. But Mr. Torg will ever forever be my heart. Matter of fact, since you haven't played the game, Mr. Torg was in this game. And you know how Mr. Torg is. He likes exploding stuff, destroying stuff.
Somewhat Terry Crews that
Yup. So he did the unexpected. Something that a regular human cannot do.
what did he punch the moon and blow it up?
No! He blew up the ocean.
He blew up the ocean. I need to ask you, how does one blow up the ocean? If anyone could do it, I bet it's Mr. Torg.
Yo.
How does one blow up the ocean?
To be honest,
word
just
weaving
did it,
done
honestly,
every
like-
day
He
by
just put his
tall,
mind to it and it worked.
attractive writers.
Exactly.
I respect it. Don't
Exactly.
understand it, but I respect it.
Exactly. Just ruled the ocean. Like I knew something was gonna happen. But I did not expect that.
Alright, now this DLC though, to my knowledge, I know you haven't read up on it, but I have. Do
Even
you
gods
remember in
meet their
Borderlands
thirst
2 the
quenched.
Headhunter DLCs? Like TK's Bloody Harvest and all that?
Yes.
It was just,
Yes.
it wasn't a true DLC like a story expansion. It was basically a sequence of mini bosses leading up to a larger, more difficult boss. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this one, to my knowledge, is a lot like that. And this being the first official, I guess, DLC for Borderlands Wonderlands has me thinking. Once this game is done, of course, I want to hear your opinion again. What did you think? Which Borderlands game did you think had the best DLC?
Borderlands 2 hands down. Borderlands 2
I'm
hands down.
inclined to agree with you.
Hands down. Borderlands 2. I can remember everything that happens in that game DLC. Like, it's just crazy. Like, their DLC's still been talked to this day, honestly. So, those DLCs will ever forever in my heart. Even though, how long that game came out? Like,
That game is 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
I'm pretty sure this year. Maybe last year. That's 10 years ago already.
You know what's another legendary game that brings Borderlands 2? Have you ever played Halo Reach?
Halo Reach.
Yes. Halo Reach is like a Borderlands 2. Like, that game will ever forever.
It's not similar gameplay wise.
It's not similar, but quality-wise, for sure. For sure.
Now, I was also gonna ask you. We played every Borderlands 3 and 2 DLC together.
Hmm?
Would you agree with me in saying that, well, one, for every Borderlands game, the DLC always makes the game better.
Okay.
The DLCs are normally, I'm not gonna say they're better than the actual game, but they're always like good enough. If you were to like take everything overall and rank the game like as one solid number, the DLC always brings the number up.
Exactly.
Would you say that? Yeah. Right now. Do you agree with me that pretty much every Borderlands 3 DLC brings the quality of the game?
Borderlands 3?
Yes, 3, which was the,
Yeah. I'll say so, yeah. For
it had
sure.
the Handsome Jack's Jackpot DLC. It had the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC. The Wild West DLC, which I can't remember right now.
And then the Creek.
Hell yes, and then Creek's Mine DLC, which I believe was the last one.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
So you agree with me with saying, because Borderlands 2, I'd rank Borderlands 2 as an objective and a subjective rating. I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10
For both?
for what it is. So Borderlands 2 for what it is, I would give it a 10 out of 10, period. No DLC.
No DLC. Okay.
Would you?
For Borderlands 2 or
Yeah,
Borderlands 2?
Borderlands 2.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
alright, now,
Definitely.
thing is though, Borderlands 2, every DLC, somehow, even though I give it a 10 out of 10, somehow pushed my rating of the game higher. Even though I already had it at a high enough level.
So it's surpassed the 10.
It pushed it, it tried to push it. If the 10 is not possible to push past, it kept it solid at a 10. At the limit. It didn't lower it. Now for Borderlands 3, which I liked a lot, I liked the game. It just wasn't what I thought it would be. I'd give the game like 7, maybe 8 out of 10. But in my opinion, for Borderlands 3, every DLC still hit it out the park pretty much. Like, the Wild West DLC, I was in love with.
Okay.
The Handsome Jack's Jackpot DLC, I was in love with.
The look on your face.
The Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC was my favorite.
That was my
That
favorite
brought
too.
that
That
Gage
was,
Death Trap. That
yeah.
had Hammerlock. It was just like a nice little marriage, goofy story DLC.
That was
But
definitely
it
my
still was
favorite
like
too.
pretty hard to get narrative wise. And then there was Creek's Mind, which was in my opinion the most narrative hard anymore.
It was. That was basically like another campaign,
Yeah,
honestly.
like, if you brought all 4 of those DLCs together, it would take my rating of Borderlands 3, which was like a 7.5, and push it to like a 9.5 because those DLCs were so good to me. Like every DLC in my opinion holds it to the same standard that's already at the highest standard. But Borderlands 3, which is weaker than the rest of them,
Okay.
it pushed that one to a higher standard than it honestly deserves to be at.
So I got a question for you though.
Yes.
So, would you play Borderlands 2 again? Since you beat it.
I have done that.
Okay.
I've beat it at least 6 times now.
Sheesh.
All the way through.
Sheesh.
Yep. I absolutely adore that game.
So you got every achievement, everything for that game.
I have every achievement, I think, on Steam, PlayStation, and
Sheesh.
maybe Xbox Live. I love the game. Very good.
Goodness.
I know you do too.
I definitely do. I didn't play that as you, but I do love that game.
I'm somewhat of an achievement hunter, of course. It just depends on like when I feel like being one.
So what's that channel that be doing achievements? Rooster Teeth?
I used to be achievement hunter slash Rooster Teeth.
So they should hire you then, huh?
They should hire me. They shouldn't hire me. I am relatively unknown. That'd be too big of a risk to be taken. They did just hire 2 people though who were also kind of unknown. They're not unknown, but they're not to the level. I mean, they've always actually, now that I think about it, they've always grabbed smaller creators who they like, even if they're not like big, huge creators. They'll grab them if they like them and they'll bring them in. Like they brought 2 in named. One's name is Logi's. I'm pretty positive. The Jolie's something.
Okay.
The other one's name is Black Crystal. They're both like they're pretty known, but they both have like 10,000 Twitter followers. Like, not a lot.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot today, but like 10 years ago, that's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, even then, like, you know, Rage Quit the series, like the old series, Rage Quit.
Yep.
They brought him in. He was pretty small. They brought like a lot of creators who were pretty small, but like they liked him. They thought they could fit. If I could fit, I would force you right now. I would still make these videos the cool ones.
So,
Yeah.
how do you get discovered for stuff like that?
How do you? I have watched Rooster Teeth 200, 11 years.
That's the start.
So, I mean, they just make videos on YouTube, and people who want personnel, they want people to like bring on and help them grow and become greater than what they are. They'll look at it, they'll see it somehow. Especially if you make good ones that people talk about, they spread them out, like they share them. They'll see that and they'll want you on their team if they think you're good enough, or like, think that you'll contribute. No one starts out with huge.
I'm sure you got work away from the bottom.
The biggest YouTubers have done it, right?
Oh,
You got the PewDiePie, the Mr. Beast, all of them. They all started out small. No one started out with like 1,000, hundreds of views. That's another thing that people do.
hopefully you get like that on this channel.
It would actually be a dream of mine to be added to Achievement Hunter. I would very much love it. I would still, of course, always make these videos for you. So Achievement Hunter probably like, it'd be like 50-50 if Achievement Hunter. I would be foregoing any vacation time to make these videos with you.
Okay.
But that would be my work time. I'll be my work there. My free time will be here.
Okay.
Because as much as I would love it, if it somehow got in the way of this, I would probably leave it.
Where I felt that. I
Yeah.
felt that. Yeah, you hear that, Achievement Hunter? My boy trying to get a
I
job.
would very much love it. It will not happen anytime soon if it does happen to them. But I would very much love that. I watched a video today about Lego Star Wars. They made like a live stream on these 3 days.
Man, it's tight big. Not gonna lie, my East Road is really cool.
They're also shooting capacity. That's 4 of them instead of an There's mushrooms kind of going hard body hitting the stick.
Oh, you really thought you were going to win, didn't
You
you?
have a British mushroom?
Nah, that's my character.
Oh,
I gave him. I like that voice. It's so sarcastic.
I was about to say what? I was actually really scared for a second when was over. I thought we weren't recording because that was not highlighted. My heart would have sank.
Alright, so I think we got the boss. Yup.
Beast is gone
This is
mad.
Chum's the old guy.
Leon's bound in chains.
Yup, this is the
I
boss.
have no help.
I do.
He is demolished. Hit his little baby shark.
Where he at?
Doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop.
He's in my way. He's in my way. My little man got me.
Alright, actually talking about high aspirations, but who are your, let's say, top 3 favorite YouTubers that you want to see? Alright, hold on. Or just top 3 some YouTubers, content creators in general.
Content creators in general. I would have to say RC World. Love those guys. King Sid. I love King Sid.
You mind me asking, who is King Sid? Never heard of him.
King Sid. He's basically a guy that does public interviews online.
Ah, I see.
Why would I walk into freezing ice?
Oh, I start
he
all
start
over.
I'm actually cool with that. Keep going.
Dang, that's crazy. I did not know you had to start. Hold on, actually.
Might
Dang.
have to.
The mirror
Let's see.
you stepped into is
So basically, King Sid, he's basically online
these frigid
public
mountains
interviewer,
are home
and he
to
basically
mythic
talks
monsters
to
beyond
people.
all imagining.
Oh damn, I
But not
really
for
do
you.
that all over.
You've
Alright,
seen
hold
it
on.
all.
Please rush through it.
I
You
definitely
can
am.
run in, shoot the.
Hold on.
You can run in, break the seals, turn into sharks, jump that wall, run around, and then break that other seal, right? That pillar seal. You just run through it, kind of.
Alright, I'm
While
about
they
to
keep our little dual commentary going. Can explain. I've never heard of King Sid in my life. I know Sid from Toy Story. Who is he?
Yeah, so basically, King Sid, he does public interviews. Gets a lot of clout for that. He's the first one that did Give Me Your Gloves.
Give me your gloves.
Yeah, so basically, he throws boxing gloves at people, and he basically tells you, let's see how long you'll survive in a ring with me.
I am matching that man out. Anyways, keep going.
And they be going in. Like, one person got actually knocked out on his channel. And he got real famous for that. He passed his boy, Smooth Geo, that he's the one that did public interviews first before anybody.
Oh, I see.
And he
Wait.
passed him, and now they got beef.
Why?
Off of something, I don't know.
They don't want to see you win.
That's what I'm saying. So they got beef now, and now they're basically challenging each other who's the best online public interviewer on YouTube.
I mean, is it beef or is this like a friendly competition? Or they genuinely not like each other
They
anymore?
they generally don't like each other anymore.
I hate to hear that.
They generally don't like each other no more. I'm trying to take off this myth rank I have on chaos mode. Hold on, cause
Rah, you have chaos mode on, don't you?
I do, and that's making it 10 times harder for me. I'm just trying to have a smooth playthrough right
There's
now.
no way you have chaos 10 on.
Nah, I got chaos 6.
6 times harder.
I know, but I don't got time for this right now.
Could you stand in awe
I just want to
at
beat
the sight
everybody
of a great behemoth
ass and just dip.
hounded by
Hold on.
I
God?
understand.
How can I turn on this chaos mode? Yeah, chat, how can I turn this chaos mode off? Cause like,
We're not on Twitch.
well, they're gonna tell me in the comments.
What you just dropped?
I dropped my phone.
Oh, okay.
I think it's broken, but
Or,
yeah, G got the breach.
anyway.
To be honest, I might just play it smart this one and just run through it.
You're on.
Seems like
Wait,
pretty
how
well
would you play it?
dressed territory, doesn't it?
Like that, you do it.
I'm not just gonna run in and go head first against that shark. Cause I was trying to melee that shark and he wasn't going for it. I'm gonna just melt everybody real quick. My frost, because that's what I do.
Because
now I know what to do. It's not a regular play.
The levers.
There's gonna be an actual walkthrough now. I know what to do.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Alright, now you did say, however, the RDC world, which I understand, they are very, very funny. King Sid, whom I don't know, but we'll look up later.
Yup.
Who's third?
Third. Sheesh. I had to go with the classic Everybody's favorite. My man Chris
I
Smooth.
thought that was coming. He is the OG.
Yeah, Chris Smooth. Love Chris Smooth.
God.
Fuck cheese. Yes.
Supposed to be a warning.
Know him well.
Yes.
What's crazy is I've never truly watched him like that.
That's crazy.
That's just how well I know him. 'Cause he was the man back in the day.
He
He
was.
still kind of is apparently. He just doesn't play games like he used to. I don't think.
Man, I don't got hops.
He does a lot of NBA videos now, of course, but he doesn't. I don't believe play games like he used to.
There you go.
What's a real crazy fun fact is, I don't know if I've told you this, but a couple months ago I watched an old like MW2 Chris Move video. Pull up the comments. You know who the first person I saw was? Mr. Beast.
No way.
It was Mr. Beast from like
No
2012.
way.
He was saying like, "Hey man, Chris Move, you're real cool. I hope I can get big like you one day." And that's insane. But nowadays, Mr. Beast throws almost everyone out the water.
That's the billionaire on
That's
YouTube.
That's just how far you can come, man.
This man be giving away millions and
He
millions
gives away
dollars.
millions.
Don't face him for nothing.
He's planted I don't know how many trees.
I'm broke. Put it right.
You're freezing yourself in the water.
I am.
I thought you would. Way to go, champ.
My boy.
Oh, he's actually adorable. I promise. His face is not adorable. The way he's built is.
My boy. Alright, first I need to do these points real quick.
Did you take off your chaos ring yet?
I cannot take it off once I hop in apparently. So we're
Let's
just
see
gonna
how
rock
this
through it.
runs.
Hopefully. Probably loot luck, right? Yeah.
You want loot luck?
Yeah.
Are you that confident that you'll beat him this time?
No. Gotta dream big.
Alright, respect it. Aim high, boy.
I will drop him off. Even though I'm using this frost gun.
These coils
show you.
It's bad against him? I haven't played this
stands
game.
against them.
I
You
don't
have
know,
only
but look at this
frost?
gun. This gun.
That is the Hellwalker, it looks like?
Look at
They're
this.
protecting the key. Dream up a way past them.
Oh, it's just arrows. It looks a lot like the Hellwalker.
Me melting everybody with the.
Speaking of the Hellwalker, that's actually based off the Doom gun as well.
Oh really?
It's based off his sawed-off shotgun in Doom.
That's crazy. I played Doom before too.
Yeah, but if you shoot it, you hear like
Okay.
use the Hellwalker, that's what you hear that sound. Ooh. He could have you play Doom Eternal on the highest difficulty like I do.
Oh nah.
Something tells me you'll have a harder time than I do.
I definitely will.
I played Doom 2016 on the highest difficulty.
Do that again.
I get that you're a Berserker, correct?
I'm a mix.
You're a mix of Berserker and
Spore Warden.
Spore Warden. I get that.
Yup.
But does every gun you have to be Frost, pretty much?
I mean,
I get you probably get a bonus.
I
But
get
is
a huge
that strong
bonus,
to justify
yes.
it? How big is the bonus?
Sheesh. I mean, you see me melting everybody on Myth 6.
Does it give you a higher chance to freeze or just more damage overall?
Both.
Both. How much higher is the damage?
Alright, so when I freeze enemies,
Yes,
I get a higher damage.
I get that. But what's the percentage?
I'm not too sure. That's the thing. Not too sure. But it's doing work because everybody's melting.
Also, your ultimate or your ability is also ability is that like Frost tornado?
Yes, they are.
You must be
I
lost.
was looking at the picture. I was looking at
Frost tornadoes, and they will melt
they
anybody.
insta freeze them or insta kill them? Or both?
Both, depending
Alright.
on the enemy.
Alright.
Because some enemies are harder than the others.
Alright, that all in there. Turn
Yes.
that. Kill him real quick, I guess.
Bow dry. You rest up, friend. No, don't get up. I'll just help myself to your stuff.
Man,
My spell's ready.
With the pink broccoli hair.
Inspiringly
I'm
done.
not really seeing that.
be the inspiration.
Because the British guys are always sarcastic, and I love
British guys are always.
Yes.
Do you
Come
know
on,
Gavin
knowledge.
Free?
I do not.
You do not from Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter / Slow-Mo Guys?
I do not.
He's the greatest. All time ever.
What he is.
You have to love that man. Because he is, in my opinion, easily one of the smartest people on YouTube. And easily one of the worst people at articulating himself.
Why
He
you say
cannot
that?
explain himself to save his life. But he is easily smarter than pretty much everyone he argues with. You have to love it. It doesn't make sense.
There are water
I will have
valves
to hear
all
him.
around this oasis.
I need to see
He will
that.
make the easiest argument you could ever make.
God
And
something
he'll just explain it so terribly you'll think he's
You do
stupid.
it all, don't you?
Because he's just that smart. He just talks to him.
A little
His
drink
accent?
for God
It's,
in me.
and the accent partially, and it's partially just the natural skill. Just the choice of words that he uses. He's very clearly a very intelligent person.
Okay.
And yet you will never understand what the fuck he's talking about.
Yes, I will have to watch it first.
Look up Best of Gavin Free or whatever on YouTube.
Okay.
He's very entertaining. Have you never seen the slow-mo guys either?
I
Like
have not.
in science class or anything? They take a very strong, I believe, fancy slow-mo camera, and they'll just do anything with it and record it in like 28 times slow motion. You'll see like a bullet flying through a balloon, a water balloon, and like super slow motion. And it looks very, very cool. They are a very cool group. Him and this dude named Dan.
Quite enough out of you.
And they
So
just
I feel like you're the type of person that like watching satisfying videos.
satisfying? No, actually, I do not.
Oh.
Which people do assume about me a lot. Like you assume I listen to jazz. Which I do not.
Listen, guys.
People assume a lot about me. I love to let them assume. Because if you never tell people anything, but let them assume a lot about you, there will be a lot of funny answers they come up with.
Listen, I knew G for how long? Almost
11 years.
11 years? If you knew him for 11 years, you would think he was like listening to jazz.
For some reason, jazz. No specific type of jazz, just jazz.
Yup.
Or like satisfying videos. I'll be honest. I don't like things that are purely fun. In the sense that I don't like things that make you feel good just for making you feel good. Like this dude's like, hey man, I love except bubble wrap. That's the exception.
Bubble wrap?
I love bubble wrap. Except like he's like, hey, I love fidget spinners. I'm like,
Oh, no, that's not
I'm
me.
good on that.
Yeah, that's not me.
They like it just for liking it, and I'm like,
I
there's
can't
no
do
mental
that.
stimulation at all. There's no nothing. You just like pushing it. I'm like, yeah, that's not me.
I have to have a purpose. I can't just
Yeah,
do
no.
something like that.
Like even video games. I love video games. You love video games.
Of course.
You love them. I love them. Not just because it's fun to like hop on Call of Duty on 3050. Normally, everyone knows this. Like when a good single player game comes out, you're not hearing from me for like a week and a half. Like the same reason why like I love reading books, I love watching movies, I love watching TV shows. Like normal stuff, or like the world itself, what's realistic, what can happen, what's feasible to happen, what's possible. At this point in my life, not to sound arrogant, I feel like I know what's possible and what isn't. I'm not saying that I do know it, I'm saying that I feel like I know it. And that's why, from like when I was like 11 years old, I've been looking for fiction, because I know that will never happen in this world, but it's cool to think about it. But I love fiction more than non-fiction, because fiction, there's barriers you can break, and I won't look at you like an idiot. There's a lot of cool things that can happen that I know will almost certainly never happen.
As in, like what?
As in, like, let's say, Halo.
Okay.
You know how when you're Noble 6,
Yep.
and George throws you off the Covenant ship to save the world,
Yep.
there is zero feasible shot. You get thrown out of a ship in space. One, you're not falling directly down. Actually, no, you might if the gravitational force is strong enough. You're not getting thrown down. You're not breaking the atmosphere of that planet. and you're not hitting the ground completely safe. That's not gonna happen. They try to explain it away, like, oh, we got a strong gel layer inside these Mark 6 armor. That's not gonna happen. You'll burn up on re-entry. Pretty much regardless of what you're wearing.
You need to stop this water
But I
from
love it.
rising. Find the release valve.
I love the.
Or maybe if you got
That's
a
why I love
big,
horror
strong
movies first and foremost.
eight-way salted nuts.
Horror movies are nice.
Horror movies are my favorite because there's a suspension of disbelief which is necessary to have. Because obviously most horror movies, you're not
Are
gonna walk
racist.
off by well, yes. You're not gonna walk off by yourself like an idiot. Be like, hey, let's lit up. We can all get slayed individually.
magic
That's not gonna happen. And also like Scream, the first Scream, the original Scream, like 1998, I think before we were born.
Yep.
That one is one of my favorites. Because you have to not believe a lot, because not a lot in that movie is really possible.
Mm-hmm.
If Billy Loomis gets shot in the chest twice at point blank range, he's not going to get up and run at you. He's on the ground wheezing. Like, that's not going to happen.
That's true.
But then he gets shot in the head and you're like, oh, that's cool. That's cool, you beat him. Mission accomplished. You triple tap. Aim for the head when you shoot.
Yup.
So like there's a suspension of disbelief. I love reading books, I love watching movies. I just love fiction in general because I enjoy it, because I know that while that could never really happen in real life, it's cool to see it happen to some degree, even if it's not real.
So I'm guessing you're really into sci-fi.
Yes, I love sci-fi.
Word. Okay. Okay, I love sci-fi too.
I love sci-fi, I love horror, I love action, I love comedy.
Word.
The thing is, for those three, except for comedy, not much of that is really possible. In this day and age, horror and next comes to
Speaking of comedy, I know all y'all saw what happened.
Will Smith and Chris Rock?
Yup. That was the greatest thing that ever happened on television.
Now, let me ask you, whose side are you on? Chris Rock or Will Smith? I'll be honest, mine was easy, but I want to hear yours.
I'm gonna say Will Smith.
Mess with the
Really?
best.
I'm gonna say Will Smith.
Why?
To be honest, if my girl had
Had you in a death grip like that?
not like that,
Oh.
like that. I'm talking about like if she had like a disorder and you try to make fun of it.
Here's the thing.
You know, jokes will go too far, but he should have taken care of it better than that.
The
How he
thing is,
did.
like, yeah,
You know what I
jokes
mean?
are jokes, but the thing is, you can't just assume he knew about that.
That's true.
Because, I'll be honest, until like 2 days after, I didn't know about that.
That's true.
The thing is, too, also, in this day and age, after the past 2-3 years with Will and Jada and their whole saga, people kind of actively avoid news about them. Like, I'm not trying to hear nothing else about that. When I hear their names come up,
They're like
I
the
tune it out.
They're like the Kim Kardashians.
But they're kind of worse in a way. Because everything you hear about them, you're like, oh my god, what? You're like, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, but
But I'll be honest, I know for a fact, I don't have to look it up. I know Will Smith has said worse things about better people. And they did not get up and slap him off stage for it.
for sure.
I understand wanting to defend your wife.
Yeah.
And I understand if your wife has you in such a strong vice grip, that you feel the need to say something.
Thank God.
She Kawhi Leonard 2016. He got him on lockdown.
But the thing is, if you seen the video, right?
yeah.
Will Smith was laughing at that
He
video
was laughing
until
until Jada looked
she
at
looked at him. Exactly.
That's
That's the reason why.
Bound and chained will do that.
I would go for Chris, but I don't know. It's just that whole debate is just different.
People got on about like, I'm like, for one, I don't care about celebrities to that degree at all. But for two, I'm like, look, if you go to anything, there's a comedian in the front, you have no right to go up on
Magic car.
He could say the wildest thing imaginable.
That's true.
You still can't go up on stage and do that. I'm not gonna say it like Kareem said, like, you're setting your miraculous progress back 10 years or whatever. You know, he didn't say something like that. He was back. But like, I'm not gonna say anything to that effect. Because like, people are right. Like, if white people don't like it now, they're just not going to.
That's true.
Because there's enough examples that like, we're not just all random hood people.
Yeah.
And that we're not all gonna like, we're not all violent. Up until now, they never will. And Will Smith was a good example of that until now. He just went up and slapped people on the stage. So like, I'm not gonna say that he set everyone back on the view. But there's still a degree of like tact you have to have. Like, in a certain world, I guess, in a certain situation, I can understand that. Like, let's say you're at a bar or something,
With that fish that tried
sitting with
to
your
kill me.
girlfriend. Let's say she is suffering from
The
alopecia,
right of us all.
and she's losing her hair.
Friend.
Okay.
If some random guy walks up who's drunk, belligerent, and says like, "Hey, your girl, like Amber Rose, whatever, she's bald, whatever, blah blah blah," I can understand getting mad about that.
Yeah.
But you're going to an award show, and there is a very well-known comedian sitting front and center. You have to expect him to come at some point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a nominee,
Yeah.
and he's a comedian known for roasting people. That's going to happen.
That's true. That's true. But I don't know.
I know it's a tough situation.
It is a tough
It is a tough
situation.
The thing is too, though,
She didn't even make it known that she had alopecia
she
either.
tried
She,
to, but the thing is, like, after the past 2 years with those two, people are just gonna tune that out. They don't want to hear about them two anymore.
that's true. That's true.
That whole everything situation, people don't want to hear about it anymore. Like, if I heard her name or Will Smith's name come up, I kind of tuned it out unless it's for a movie. Because they were kind of just...
Speaking of movies, you know they're trying to make I Am Legend 2?
Oh, what?
I Am Legend 2?
I heard. They're going
Yeah.
off the official book ending. You know, haven't read it yet?
No.
Instead of the...
Yeah.
Instead of the movie where he runs them with a grenade like an idiot,
Yeah.
the whole theme of the book is that he's a legend himself. The doctor / survivor, right? Because those people he's been killing on movie, they're basically vampires, right? Ooh. Lethal cash grenade, what that is, forget it wrong. Snipers, you don't use snipers or shotguns.
I'll take it though.
Alright, but movie, right?
Yeah.
He's been killing those like vampire people, alright? Or movie, right? You know why he's been killing them?
Why?
Because he was scared. They did kill people. They did a bunch of what? They did a bunch of bad things to my knowledge. That wasn't all of them though. But like imagine, from their perspective, at night, you're free to go out, nothing happens, whatever. There's this random guy who decides, I'm gonna kill them and dissect them. Let's say like we go to Walgreens right now,
Okay.
and some random dude snatches me up and just vanishes. Right?
That sounds crazy.
Exactly, it does. But from their perspective, that's what happened. Like, the ones I believe that he was killing directly, they had done almost nothing wrong. Other ones had done bad stuff. And there was also just the initial human panic of fear of the unknown. Like, you don't know what happens. Like, you don't know about these new vampire type of zombie creatures. So we're scared of them off the rip because we know nothing about them.
Okay, for sure.
So then he started just killing them because, like, that initial discord, they're just terrified of them. And so in the new movie, or like in the ending of the book, the ending of the alternate ending of the movie, right? What happens is the reason they're breaking into his house with when he has that woman and son with him is because the zombie he has strapped to, or zombie / vampire he has strapped to his table, is the wife of one of those people, like those zombies, vampire people, and he's just here to get his wife back. He's like, from his perspective, you came in one night, like, tranked his wife, and took her back to your lab to dissect her. So he's like, why do you have my wife? I'm bringing my friends. We're getting her back. So then at the end of the movie, the alternate ending, Will Smith, like when he's behind that glass or whatever, I think he realizes it in like a last second. Like, these people are just here to get her back. Like, I don't know what sets him off or like what alerts him to it. But he realizes, so he wheels her out because she's infected. Like, she's still like a zombie / vampire creature. He gives her he brings her out in front of them. I think she might have been dying. He injects her with something. It might be a cure, it might be his blood, something. Like, make her better because she was kind of dying, I think. Actually, been going so long. But like, he brought her out. These guys are all like breathing down his neck, like real hard, like, because he wheels her out in front of them, like inches from them. And they're like, why do you have my wife? Or like, why do you have my friend's wife on a gurney strapped down in front of me?
That do sound
like,
that do sound
if someone
crazy,
came in here with something like, let's say like one of our friends, like, let's say someone that was in here and they have like one of our friends, like girlfriend's wife, like strapped down to a table in front of us, we're clearly not gonna receive that well.
That's true.
Like we're not
That's
gonna
true.
think
Yeah.
we're not gonna think that's a positive situation.
Of course.
He brings her out. He like injects her like in her vein with something like a cure or his blood or something to like make her better. It might have brought her back to like being an almost human, I think. And once they realized that, they were kind of cool with it. He unstrapped her, he handed her to her husband, and they just like looked at him like they were kind of like mad at him still, but they let him go. It's like they kind of left, and like the mother and son were fine, he was safe. End of the movie, like or end of the book, and movie, he realized he's like, listen, he's like, I'm the scary creature in the dark. I'm the one coming at them, like at night when they think that they're safe. I'm the one taking them and vanishing like with people they care about. Like he's the boogeyman to them. He's like, I am legend. Like I'm the one that scares them.
Oh, that sounds.
That's what the sequel's about to be about. He's like, to them, I'm the boogeyman.
That's crazy. So is there a trailer for this movie?
I don't think so. They just greenlit it, I'm pretty sure. But like, that is like from his perspective, like he was the good guy. They're the reason his like his wife, son, I think, and daughter died. But from their perspective, they didn't do anything wrong. They just go out at night when it's safe. And this random guy with like armed with guns and everything and a dog, he just comes out and snatches people up and leaves. And they never see them again. So like from their perspective, he's like the worst guy. He is the boogeyman. He's the one they tell their kids about.
That sounds crazy. Yeah, I gotta see that movie.
Sequel?
Yeah.
Whenever it comes out.
That sounds like a good movie. But yeah, guys. So we beat the game. That was a quick DLC. Nothing crazy.
Let me ask you real quick, because I knew about this DLC beforehand.
Okay.
This DLC, has you not died, of course.
Okay.
And you're on Mayhem 6, correct?
Yeah.
This DLC, the reason why I was so apprehensive about it is because the guy on YouTube beat it in 6 minutes.
Oh wow.
That's how short it is. You were on Mayhem 6, so it wasn't much of an issue.
Yeah.
We got to talk, we got to play. But this DLC, the consensus for it is that like it's very low effort. Not sure because there was what, one boss?
Yeah,
there was one boss. There was like 4 little traps to get through, which was like shoot this, make a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
if you were to compare this to the DLCs of Borderlands 1, 2, 3, 4, pre-sequel, all those 1, 2, 3, where would you rank it?
Last.
Exactly. That was why I was apprehensive about it before this.
Oh.
That's why I was nervous because I knew like
sense.
this is not like even the Borderlands 2 Headhunter DLCs. There was like 5, 6 bosses in like 3, 4 areas. Like even like the Halloween stuff, that alone by itself was like more than this. This, if you were on like a normal difficulty, not like insane, and if you weren't on Mayhem 6, this video would have been like 10 minutes at the most.
That's crazy.
That's why I was so apprehensive about it. That's why I want to tell you about it.
Wow.
I wanted your genuine opinion. Because I knew about this already.
Yeah. It looks like everybody's getting lazy with their games now.
I don't believe so because you said yourself, Wonderlands itself is a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonderlands itself is a great game, but...
And like Borderlands 3 wasn't as good as it should have been. Or could have been. But the DLC though,
made it
DLC,
better.
like, each one made it like one step better.
Yeah.
Each one made it better, which is why I'm not concerned, but I'm confused as to why
they did like this.
Yeah, like Borderlands 3, from like a chronological perspective, you have like Borderlands 3 in 2019, I believe, 2018?
Yeah.
Let's say that's like a 7 out of 5. Then you got the DLC though, the first DLC, which is Anthem Jack's Jackpot. Let's say that's a 10. Not a 10, but let's say like it's 9 or 10. Then you've got the Wild West DLC, 9 or 10. Then you've got the Guns, Love, and Tentacles, 9 or 10. Then you've got Kriegs, which in my opinion is a 10.
That's a fact.
And then you've got, like, let's say you got, like, you had a 7.5 after, like, Borderlands 2. As you know, it was a pre-sequel, so that's, like, a couple, like, 7s, 10s, whatever. Let's say you get, like, 3, 4, 10 straight. And then you drop a game, which most people say is a 10.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you drop a DLC, which people say is, like, a 3. That's why I was concerned. But, not concerned, but that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game, but from everything I've heard, the game is great.
And then I heard I started reading about the DLC yesterday, and everything I've read for like the past 12 hours, they weren't speaking highly of it, which confused me.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
kind of
why.
weird. It's very, very short.
It's a very
The first
short
video I
DLC.
saw, he beat it in 6 minutes.
That's crazy.
And I only saw the boss before you played it. I saw everything. I saw it in 6 minutes. And I was like, I'm not gonna tell him about this. I want his unbiased perspective. And you still gave it a 1.
Yeah.
Or like you still get last place.
Yeah, this
That's
DLC
why I was
wasn't
very
it.
Yeah, like I haven't played the game. I don't know how long the game is. Real quick, actually, pull up your playtime on it. You can't. You should be able to. Go to achievements. No, I mean Xbox achievements.
Oh, my fault.
Xbox, yeah, button.
Actually, it says it here. Hold on.
That's okay.
Yeah, it says it here.
Because I had heard bad things about this DLC, but the game itself, I had heard very, very good things about, like from every direction.
Yeah, the
Which
game.
is what threw me off guard a little bit because I expected, and like when you were talking about this DLC like 2-3 days ago, you don't drop a DLC in the first month of the game being out. You play for 25 hours and 1 minute.
Yup.
Which means you played for like 24 hours outside of this DLC.
Yeah.
This is like an hour DLC. Well, for us, because we're on Mayhem 6 and Insane. It gives you an hour worth of content
Yup.
if you're on Mayhem 6 and Insane difficulty. That's
Yep.
not a good thing
Yeah.
at all. It would be like 6 minutes if you were on like easy. Or like 6 minutes on normal, like 4 minutes on easy.
Yeah.
Assuming you knew what was going on.
That's crazy.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they rushed it, or this is just like a little teaser for the real
That's why,
DLC.
when you told me it was coming out, I knew the game had been out for like barely a month. So I was concerned the second you told me DLC was coming out. You don't just release DLC in the first month of a game unless it's small.
Yeah.
Also, may I ask real quick,
Alright, what's up?
is the reason these are Creed and Apollo because of Rocky? I hadn't seen your character names before. Is it because of the Rocky characters? Alright, I respect
Of course. But I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys like our commentary, our hour long of a 6 minute
that. An hour long from the first video before we cut it.
or this small DLC. I mean, like I said, it's not better than the old DLCs of Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1. Not even Borderlands 1.
Even
DLC.
3.
Even
3 had good DLC. The
Yeah.
game itself wasn't what it should have been. Borderlands 3 DLC was pretty stellar in my opinion.
But please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I'm gonna still continue playing these games for you guys. But hope you guys love us. Love y'all. Have a good night and stay safe.